Hello everybody, it's Jeff and welcome back to my kitchen. Today is Wednesday, January 12th, and this is my 4th episode, or video diary, if you will. So anyway, last week's episode about depression kind of hit home with a lot of people. A lot of you reached out to me and sent me messages and told me your story, which I think that's great. You know, sometimes with depression, the first step is just getting it all out of your head and out into the universe, out into the open. So I am no therapist, I am no counselor. So all I can give you is friendly advice. But yeah, if you need to reach out to someone and tell someone that you're going through this too, please feel free to message me. Let your best friend know, let somebody know, just get it out of your head. Sometimes that can be the remedy. Other times you might need to talk with someone further. So there's that. But yeah, I really appreciate those of you who did send me private messages and told me your stories and said that you were going through the same thing. I appreciate that, and I hope it made you feel a little better too, because this is actually making me feel better, just being able to get this stuff off of my chest. And if you are watching again this week, thank you. I've really been a little surprised at how many views my videos are getting on YouTube, which is kind of cool. I never really thought that it would do that. I was really just kind of doing this for myself as a way to get through everything that life is throwing me right now. So anyway, speaking of what life is throwing me, I got a little bit of good news today. I'm not going to mention her name because I don't know if she wants me to let the public know or not. But one of my friends who registered to be tested as a match, she made it through the first round of questioning, the first assessment. Now my insurance has approved her if she is a match. So now she's going to move on to blood work, which means they're going to see if my blood and her blood are compatible. So keep your fingers crossed. I still have, I think, 3 other people who are kind of in the same boat. They should have registered. I hope they've registered already. But anyway, I haven't heard from them yet saying no, that they cannot do it. 3 of my friends did get a no, which kind of is like a knife in the heart a little bit. And it was for them too. But you know, it is what it is. It's gonna happen regardless. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if it's not, then just let it go. So today's episode, you know, I mentioned in a post earlier that after I do each episode, I think, that one's done. And then I start going, oh crap, what am I gonna do for next week? And then I kind of start stressing a little bit about it, going, well, I have to outdo what I did this week, or, you know, I'm gonna lose viewers and blah, 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 blah. You know, I shouldn't even be thinking about that. I'm doing this for me. So I've just decided to just not worry about it. And when it comes to me, it will come to me. And so far, I've had pretty good luck. That is wood. I've had pretty good luck so far. So this morning, I was finishing up the painting that I was working on last week when I was talking about depression. Like I said, this is for a silent auction. It's for a choir, so I wanted to do something musical, And the lady who asked me to do it also wanted me to do one of my coffee art pieces because it really intrigues her that I do all of this with coffee. And I do all of this with coffee. I just call it coffee art. Real original there. But I didn't want to show a lot of my process on video last week because I don't want to give a lot of that away, because I've worked really hard at kind of figuring out how to do this and what looks good and what doesn't and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, this is my piece of coffee art. I hope you can see it okay. Yeah, so it's an overhead view of a cup, a latte with a treble clef in the foam, little heart in the foam there. And I have titled this, I Love Treble a Latte. So, there you have it. So yeah, as I was finishing up on this painting today, and I kind of do this, well, I think most artists do this. When they think they're done, they go back and look, and you know, they do a little here, they do a little there, start working on that again and all. And finally, you just get to a point where you just have to say, kill the artist. Just kill the artist, no more. Don't let the artist do any more. Chances are, if the artist keeps messing with it, then that's what they're gonna end up with, a mess. And it's happened to me too many times to count. So, this morning I finally just said, kill the artist, kill the artist. Now, this is the first time that I have done one of these on a canvas. Usually I just use my watercolor paper. But since this is going out for auction, I wanted it to look a little cooler. So yeah, I put it on canvas this time. I took upholstery tacks and just went all around the edge. So now it's got a frame that's also kind of rustic looking, and it's something that I did myself. So, you know, as an artist, it's not going to be all straight lines. This did not come out of a machine. This came out of my head. So if any of you know how my head works, then you know there will never be a straight line. There's your joke for today. So anyway, yeah, I had to tell myself 3 or 4 times, kill the artist, walk away, just walk away. And you know, I learned that phrase in my high school art class. My art teacher was Beth Sunderman. I'm sure a lot of you remember Beth, and her husband Max, who was the science teacher. Oh my God, he was so hard. Anyway, yeah, she's the one who told us about that phrase in art class. It's a phrase that a lot of artists use, kill the artist, kill the artist. What's funny though is I have actually used that phrase many times in life. I will get myself into a situation and I just think, oh, how do I get out of this? Kill the artist, I just need to stop, get out of this. Probably within the last year and a half, 2 years, I have really used that phrase a lot. Like a lot of people out there, I went down that social media rabbit hole and kind of got to the point where, you know, all I was doing on social media was arguing with people. And I lost some friends on Facebook because of my views and all. And you know, that's okay. Just because I lost you as a friend on Facebook doesn't mean I necessarily lost you as a friend in life. You just got tired of my rants, and quite honestly, I got a little tired of my rants also. And one day I just decided, you know, this is putting way too much additional stress in my life. I don't need that. So when it comes to all of that stuff on social media, I've just decided to kill the artist formerly known as Jeff. So yeah, rabbit holes like that are easy to go down. I mean, you think I don't go on and read some comments on some of the posts or things like that? It's just, I try my hardest not to reply or interact with anyone, because, you know, when it comes down to it, it's just a waste of time. You're not going to change anybody's mind. I don't think I changed anybody's mind. So it's just a waste of time. Social media should be social. For us to go on and catch up with one another, find out what our friends are up to, what good things are happening in their lives. So yeah, when it came to that, I just had to say, kill the artist, kill the artist. And, you know, that phrase runs through my mind many times when I start to overthink things. When you start to overthink things, that's when you kind of start getting yourself into trouble. Just like when you're painting a picture. You start to overthink, oh, you know, maybe that's not quite curved enough, let's work on that a little bit, and before you know it, you've made a hole in the painting. So, kill the artist. What I would like to challenge you all to do this week is find one of those moments where, I know you know what I'm talking about, you know, where the hair on your neck kind of stands up a little bit, you feel needles in your face, your forehead kind of feels like it's about to go. Before you get to that point, tell yourself, kill the artist. Kill the artist and just walk away. There are lots of other things that are much more worthwhile that you could spend your time on. Like painting, for example. Kill the artist.